You ever read a story so insane, so unreal, that your first thought is, no way this actually happened? Well, these are 100% original, and they will change the way you look at reality. Some are creepy, some hilarious, and some as straight up unexplainable. Let's get into it. Story 1. I found a hidden room in my house, but what was inside changed my life. I moved into a 1950s home and found a note in the attic. Never open the second bookshelf. Naturally, I did. Behind it was a door to a small room, untouched by time. There were Polaroids of strangers taken in my bedroom. Before I lived here, the worst part? One showed me as sleeping at taken days before I moved in. Story 2. My friend disappeared from the yearbook. We had this loud, funny kid named Aaron. Always made dumb jokes, always got in trouble. One day, he just stopped showing up. Teachers ignored questions. At the end of the year, he wasn't in the yearbook, not in group photos, not in the class list. I brought it up once to my mom. She went pale. "You don't have a friend named Aaron," she said, "but I still have a detention slip with both our names on it." Story 3. My sister's imaginary friend knew my secret. My 4-year-old sister had an imaginary friend named Mr. Sato. Creepy, but harmless, until one day, she told me, "Mr. Sato says he saw what you did." I was frozen. No one knew I had broken my dad's favorite watch 2 weeks ago. I buried it under the porch. She walked to the porch, dug up the dirt, and handed me the pieces. She said, "He said if you lie again, he'll visit your room next." Story 4. I got a text from myself, from the future. At 2:13 am, I got a text from my number. It just said, "Do not answer the door at 2:17. Weirded out, I stayed quiet. At 2:17, someone knocked, then knocked again. They whispered my name. I looked through the peephole. It was me. Same clothes, same face. But the eyes were wrong. I backed away, and another text came. Good choice. Story 5. The old man who buys memories. There's this man who walks the neighborhood every few months. Dressed sharp, old school briefcase. He knocks on doors and says, "I buy memories. Just one. Any one." Most people slam the door. My aunt sold one her wedding day. She can't remember it now, but she got $10,000 cash. Last week, I saw him again. He offered me $100,000 for my worst memory. I said yes. Now I don't remember what haunts me, but I still wake up screaming. Story 6. The town where everyone wears masks, even at home. I visited my cousin in a remote town. Everyone wore blank white masks at school, in stores, even inside their homes. No one talked about it. No one took it off. My cousin said, "It's just the rule. Don't break it." One night, I peeked. His dad didn't have a face. Just skin stretched where eyes and mouth should be. The mask dropped. He smiled without lips. "You shouldn't have seen that," he said. Story 7. Every time I fall asleep, I wake up in a different life. At first, I thought it was dreams, but I kept waking up in the same apartment, with the same woman calling me James. My name is Kyle. I lived whole days there, had a job, friends. Then I'd wake up back in my real life. The weird part. When I sleep in the dream world, I come back here. But last night, I didn't wake up in either. I'm somewhere new, and I don't recognize anything. Story 8. The babysitter who was never hired. We came home to find a teenage girl reading to our son. She said, "I'm the sitter. You hired me on the app. We don't use babysitting apps." She even showed us the listing, our names, our address, but our profiles were gone. She left quickly, took nothing. A week later, we saw her picture in the news. She died in 2019, in this house. Story 9. The elevator that takes you to the wrong floor. There's a trick in my office building. Hit 6261B, and the elevator goes to a secret sublevel. One night, I tried it. The doors opened to an endless hallway. Dim lights, faint music. I walked in. The elevator vanished. I wandered for what felt like hours. Then I saw a door labeled "Your Life Before." I opened it. Now I'm back. But things feel off. My cat doesn't recognize me. My reflection smiles when I don't. Story 10. My grandpa's radio picks up something else now. He left me his old shortwave radio. Said, "Only tune in after midnight." I laughed it off until one night I tried. The station played voices, not music, conversations, but they were about me. People discussing my day, my thoughts, things I never said aloud. Then it changed. Now it tells me what I'll do, what I'll eat, who I'll see. And so far, it's always right. Which one gave you chills? Drop the number in the comments, hit like if you made it to the end, and don't forget to subscribe because next time, we're going even deeper. And remember, not everything that sounds fake is.